revolution becomes expedient.
They never told you how you offended them?
I'm not on trial, so I can't go before
Join the radio man, Edmund Obilo, on State Affairs for local and international politics, security, extensive economic analysis, interviews, and world power play.
Nigerians must choose the path they want to follow. Follow the same looters and sponsors of violence who control the political structures or encourage the formation of a new leadership team.
Be a global citizen and join the radio revolution on State Affairs. State Affairs with Edmund Obilo. Radio just got deeper.
Hey, the radio man comes again on a beautiful morning. My mission here sometimes is to make you happy. At other times is to reflect on the issues and make you sad. You can't be happy all the time. But the essence of life is that happiness that takes us to where we want to be. The sad part should only be a reflection taking us to where we want to be. When sadness demoralizes, when sadness depresses, something must be asked about the health of the country. Is the country healthy? If the country is healthy, its people should be happy most of the time. The radio man is here. It is Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I am Edmund Obilo. It's still about the health of the country, the argument of the moment, the talks around town. Let me take some ideas from two Nigerians. Odumegu Ojukwu, Emeka himself. In his definitions, he says the leadership of Nigeria evolves from a wrong concept of Nigeria. Wrong concept? He posits that the leadership of Nigeria evolved from an ethnocentric perception of Nigeria. He's looking at the beginning, that the leadership structure from the beginning was built on ethnocentric perception from the beginning. Remember, the beginning connects to the present. But how do we look at the present to chart a tomorrow? Ojukwu says from independence, there has been no Nigerian leader. No Nigerian leader? What does he mean by that? He says what you find are ethnic leaders that succeed to a certain extent in imposing themselves. Is political power not in position in the true sense of the word? Ojukwu is saying that A Nigerian leader really cannot emerge until a Nigerian state emerges from a candid discussion by the groupings making up Nigeria. If you're a student of Nigerian politics, the arguments are based on ethnic dimensions of the state. It has refused to go away. Is it really a problem? Let's look at what Claude Ake, a renowned scholar, professor of political economy, he is no more. In the foreword of the book, A Prophet is Without Honor by Tunji Olaokpa, Ake says Nigeria has no heroes, acknowledges none, and it devalues and derails those who could be. Hey. Ake avers that the project of nation building and development, which Nigerians espouse, is a journey without maps, undertaken in moral anarchy towards an uncertain destination. Destination certainty. Is there certainty in the destination of countries? I'm querying the words of Ake. Is there certainty? Is it not a process that sometimes you don't know where it will lead? But what you try to do as a state and government is to try to create certainty through policies. But in the short and long run, policies don't always go the way they were intended. In that case, you can raise the problem of uncertainties as the character of state. Now, having looked at Ojukwu and Ake's argument, I can extract from their statements that Nigeria places the privileges of the powerful as her primary concern, and it has historically insisted on poverty as the portion of its peoples. Over time, Africans have been politically poor. Africans have been economically poor. How come leadership hasn't been able to solve the problem of poverty? So due to that failure, one can infer that Africa insists on the poverty of its people because it cannot solve the poverty of its people. Then what is the essence of leadership when the problems of the people cannot be solved? Nigeria does not take advantage of its challenges for development. We insist on the same subject over time. What stands progressive states out is the transformation of conflict to new opportunities that serve the common good. A well-managed conflict is a source of strength to the political process. Nigerian leaders limit the country to small dreams. Small dreams. Small dreams. Oh, we have constructed some kilometers of railway, fine. It has changed something. But the change is not enough to trigger massive removal of people from the poverty triangle. Nigerian leaders limit the country to small dreams. They don't dream of going to the moon, conquering the stars. They don't dream of building rockets. They don't dream of developing technology hubs that will lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty. They don't dream of lifting the people out of the kind of agricultural mess we have found ourselves, lifting our people to technological highs in the agricultural sector. They don't have such dreams. The reason the people are poor, until leaders dream great dreams, then will their people fly so high.
Woman, kill me with love. Woman, kill me with love. Woman, kill me with love. Woman, oh baby, 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 I just want you to love me, and so I say, baby, 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 I just want you to love me, and so I say, kill me with love. Woman, 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 oh baby, oh my baby, I want you to kill me with love. Oh my baby, yeah. Why don't you just kill me with love? Oh my baby, I just want you to kill me with love. Oh my baby, I just want you to kill me with love. Do you really love me like you say? I wonder if you love me like you say. Do you really love me like you say?
Do you love Nigeria? In your heart of heart, do you love your country? Oh, do you really love me like you say? Yes, Jide will be there, taking you well back into time. On the front page of the Saturday Punch, fair price. Again, federal government reject governor's 380 naira per litre proposal. Insist ongoing negotiations with Labour will determine pump price. Oil marketers back governors. Renew calls for subsidy removal. Federal government must divest from refineries after rehabilitation. That's coming from Pegason. I have no problems with Atiku Secondos. Wike speaks on the front page of the Saturday Punch. Southeast grounds under IPOB seat at home. Secessionist order grounds businesses, schools and others. What does that sound like? Southeast grounds under IPOB seat at home. Secessionist order grounds businesses, schools. What does that mean? Secessionist orders grounds business, schools. What does that mean? Let me tell you what it means. As Nigerians grow poorer, government loses legitimacy and authority, leading to insurrections as presently seen. When the economy is robust, peace comes. Therefore, Nigeria is witnessing a decline in the value it places on the lives of its peoples as a result of poor economy made worse by weak leadership. That is why IPOB gives order, and the people take the orders. You know what that means? It means the government is losing legitimacy to IPOB and other organizations. And when that happens, the state is not healthy. It means the leadership loses authority. Because there are governors in the Southeast that gave counter orders that don't listen to IPOB. But people listened to IPOB. So there's now what you call divided loyalty within the state. That is the reality of the state. Should the state then take IPOB for granted? It's not about whether the state feels it is powerful. Power is not in the feeling. It is in the ability to exert state authority. And from what we are seeing, is get a day. And it is legitimacy that determines negotiation. I don't you get me? It's not about whether the state, no, that's not the issue. The state will not like Boko Haram. The state will want to take out Boko Haram. But can the state take out Boko Haram. That is reality. You see, something is happening in Afghanistan. Taliban is back. Taliban is now taking over territories in Afghanistan. They've taken over Kandahar, the second largest city in Afghanistan. They are moving towards Kabul, the federal capital territory. Talibans were displaced 20 years ago when America invaded Afghanistan. Taliban has not been defeated. They are back. And before this incursion, America was forced to negotiate with the Taliban. It's not what about you like them. You can leave your message for me on State Affairs page on Facebook. I can see Hakeem Yakin on State Affairs page on Facebook. He says if truly leadership is, then political offices in Nigeria would not be for the highest bidders. Ms. Baudim Abdul Salam is on State Affairs page on Facebook. He says, good day, Edmund. In fact, Ojukwu makes it a contraption, Mr. Ms. Baudim. Unfortunately, Ojukwu, in his wisdom to liberate his people from this forced and forced marriage, dipped them into the mess for lack of required intelligence, strategies, and tactics during the Civil War. Ms. Baudim Abdul Salam, but Ojukwu said he was forced into the war, that the first option was not a war, that the only option was the war. And he gave reasons for that. That they had to fight, at least, because the massacre was massive. Why was the massacre massive? What led to the massacre in the first instance? Why wasn't Zogu Dart ruthless in his invasion of the Prime Minister, of the Premier's residence in Kaduna? Why that anger? Why did it get to that point? Oladele Do Joseph is on State Affairs page. He said, in the civilized words, men and women of meticulous ideological focus are put forward to lead. But here, reverse is the case. When you say the civilized word, it simply means that we are not civilized here. That's the point Oladele Do Joseph is making. No, I disagree with that point. We are civilized. We have our own identities. We have our own culture. Just that we've not used the political energy of our people to push our culture to the world so that we can help globalize the standards. We are civilized. You can tell me because you eat eba with fork, spoon, that makes you civilized. I don't believe in such laws. You don't teach a man how to eat. You eat in a way that is comfortable. I will wash my hand and eat my pounded yam. That's how I like it. You don't tell me how to drink tea. Oh, that if you put the bread inside the tea, you are not civilized. That you must chew the bread. No, you eat it the way that makes you happy. It's about eating, not the way to eat. You don't teach me how to speak English. I can mix it with my culture and develop it. The fact that you insist on Queen's English is the continuation of the colonization process. I make the argument, yes, you might want to speak like the British, no problem about that. That's what suits you. But if I decide to mix it with Yoruba and Igbo, that's how I like it. Accept it. It doesn't make me uneducated. I must not pronounce it your way. It's about freedom. Liberty, that's what it talks about. So when you come and tell me, oh, it's the way they do it in France that makes them civilized, I say no. But I understand the point Oladele Do Joseph is trying to say, that the way we behave here have not shown that we have the capacity for development. Oladele Do Joseph, we are going to rewrite history, including you, my friend. Let's do it. Let's build our country. We can do it. You see, I don't envy the United States anymore. I haven't researched their journey, their history. I haven't researched China. I haven't seen how the Industrial Revolution changed the world. I haven't studied what is going on with the Fourth Industrial Revolution. I envy no one. All I have in my heart is that we can do it. We can. It's our time to shine. The time for Africa to rise has come. It is now. We have risen. I am in the sky. I don't know about you. Can you see my wings? I can see you from here. You are listening to the Radio Man. You are tuned to Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station. I can see you with your phone. Call the radio station 08091551055, 08056998678. Call the radio station 0694930000. Join the Radio Man on his pages on social media, Facebook, Instagram, not Twitter, but LinkedIn. You know, what happened to Twitter is so interesting. Very interesting. I'm not angry with Buhari for banning Twitter. No. It's the unraveling of Nigeria's democratic process. Yes. If Buhari banned Twitter, what is happening in India? That's the next question I'll ask. What's happening in America? Is America making the same attempt? You see, the world is changing. We are moving towards a new world order. Where is the place of where's the place of Africa in that order? That is my mission here. That is why radio has just gone deeper. That is why it is State Affairs. Desmond Pupola is here. He's the studio manager. So he's ready to pick your calls. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Obilo.
Yes, good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Mr. Charles from Yamato.
Mr. Charles is here.
You see, it is easy for people to listen to hip-hop. Why? Because it is easy for people to believe hip-hop can offer them what they don't get from the Nigerian government. But how is that possible? Have they checked that reality? Now, why is it that people are agitating for secession? Have they checked the reason? Because the government is not responsible to the people. And why is the government not responsible to the people? Because the people are not engaging the government. They are not holding the government accountable. Now, if the people cannot do this when they are in Nigeria, what is the possibility of them doing this if they are in Biafra or if they are in Oduduwa? If Biafra or Oduduwa is established, of course they will have representatives. If they are there and they are not holding their media accountable, we will still have secession in first places. We have seen countries that break away from their parent countries. We've seen they experience the same problem. Let us try to tackle the problem we are experiencing in Nigeria. We have seen indigenous of states that are state governors that are stealing their state money, and they come from that state. What do you think about that? So it's not about the northerner is really not, the southerner is really not. It is we ourselves. We the people must learn how to hold our leaders accountable and to engage them so that they can give us the results we expect. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Call the radio station.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Call me Sadie Modagbe.
Sadie Modagbe is here.
The issue of APOP is like a noise dissolving communication. To me, that noise is like a step backward. If we must be the nation that we desire that can create aeroplanes and the rest. So I think the earlier we look how to solve this conflict, because it will continue to come up, because people will always agitate. But for the government not to use political power rather than it now lead to criminal violence, then it is there that the problem will continue to be in our. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sadwe Modagbe. Always there. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Edmund.
Good morning, Abdul Salam.
Alaja Salabon Coca-Cola. Yeah, you didn't finish my message. I said because why? Ojuku has nothing to come and do that already. If you have the required tactical strategy and intelligence to liberate the people, you don't have anything to come and do that already. Because that's where he lost the battle. Having said that, the issue of the governors and telling the federal government to increase the pump price, I think the governors should be crucified for this at this critical period of our time. Go free the pulse of the people. Go to the streets, and you see that Nigeria are living in squalor. So no reasonable leader should come out. If you can't make our life better, please come up with something of policy that will even make us continue to suffer the more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, he mentioned the point Ojukwu had no business in Ore. Did Ojukwu ask Banjo to go to Ore? Why was Banjo executed? Okay, I'm working on a documentary on Victor Banjo. I should be able to answer those questions. However, Ms. Baudin Abdusalam, I appreciate you all the time. Federal government drags striking doctors to industrial court. You see, I am tired of strike actions. I am tired. ASU strike, I'm tired of it. I don't even talk about them anymore. Doctor strike annoys me. I'm tired of strikes. What's going on? Do you know how many people will die? How long will this continue? Do you know how many people have died from these strikes? Why have things gone this bad? I'm calling on labor organizations, professional organizations, to look back at their ideas. Perhaps it's time for them to be political so that they can save themselves. The strike is killing the people the doctors should be saving, so it is not working. It is not working. You go on strike and your people die? So the government gives you more money. I know your anger. Sometimes I try to understand. But I'm saying it is not working. The government does not have the capacity to understand. So why not go political and create a system that will provide the kind of health system that will save the people? It's time for the journalists to go political. Yes, it's time for NLC to say, okay, perhaps we go political to save the time. The Labour Party in London was a labor movement that went political. This strike action is not working. Let's do something that will work. Yes. You close universities for 1 year. Then you come back, you rush the students, they write exams. That's why they are not learning. We are deceiving ourselves. We are not learning. Look at the way we learn. Look at our classrooms in universities. They are not conducive for learning. That's why we are not getting innovative the way we should be innovative to solve our local problems. We depend on others for everything. Yet we have universities scattered everywhere, polytechnics scattered everywhere. Our farmers are still using cutlass. We're not fabricating. We're not developing. We are striking. University lecturers on strike. Doctors go on strike. Farmers go on strike. The radio man does not go on strike. I'm here all the time. I have chosen not to go on strike. I'm not a striking man. Watch out for the radio man. Should I watch out for you? Yes. Say hello to the radio station. I'll be back after this break. Don't go away.
Daganan kilo bejaning kom lo moham. Di beta maso sanalom. Muasa benge kaputo.
State Affairs. State Affairs with Edmund Obilo.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate. Take it back to the old school classics on Splash 105.5 FM with luminary DJ Eden. Every Saturday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. We'll throw you all the way back to the 90s, 80s, and as far back as the 60s. We'll bring you juju, reggae, disco, New Jack Swing, and many more. Right here on Splash 105.5 FM every Saturday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. The Splash Vintage Sounds.
Calling on all streamers, gamers, and heavy data-based business machines. Glow is giving you a mega data plan that's truly out of this world. For 100,000 Naira, you get a whopping 1 terabyte of data that carries you for a whole year. Wow, I love it. Yes, you heard right. 1 terabyte for 100,000 Naira. So go ahead, chat, stream HD videos, post, upload, download, and enjoy mega data as much as you want. 247 365. Dial star 777 hash to subscribe today.
Unlimited.
Are you in need of a nice and comfortable, fully furnished hostel accommodation in the University of Ibadan? Or are you in search of a place for seminars and executive trainings? Look no further. Adebayo Akonde Hall is the go-to place for your lodging needs with a home away from home feel. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. For inquiries and reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call 080-5699-8718 or 080-5699-8719 or 080-5699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Oh boy, OneXBet they make betting easier with their app for Android and iPhone users. You fit find games without any wahala, even play virtuals and bet without stress. everything dey go sharp sharp on this OneXBet app o. You fit download this OneXBet app for our website onexbet.ng and use promo code NG21 if na the first time you dey create account. OneXBet, bets dey for every taste.
Splash FM 105.5.
State Affairs with Edmund Obilo is live.
Yes, off the microphone, I was having a conversation with Desmond Ubola, and he made a point. Don't you think that strike action is the language government understands? And I told him, if government understood the language, then strike action would have ended all problems. Since I have grown up, I have known about strike actions. Government don't understand them. So the next option for our doctors is to run abroad. They're all running out. Boom, 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 boom. They are waiting for somebody that will fix their country, then they will come back. Perhaps when we fix it, you should remain there. Don't come back. Don't need you anymore. What's that? You can see the only option, everybody wants to run away. No. You talk to young persons, they all want to run away. The one that is trending now, people are taking their families to Canada. The man will take the children to Canada, the man will remain here. Most of our politicians, that's what's trending for them. You've taken all their families abroad. What are they thinking? What are they planning? You know, I'm asking, what are they planning? Why are you taking your families out? So what do you want? You want to scatter everywhere? Is that your plan? Then you will base. We will shut down the airports. Nobody's basing. We die here. Okay? We are watching. Where you are going, people didn't build it, right? You can't build your own. This rich land, oil in the Niger Delta, cows everywhere, milk, we can give the word milk, meat, we feed the word. Look at Yoruba land, beautiful place. You want to abandon it? You're running away? Huh? You can't stand the heat anymore. So if you can't stand the heat, run out from the kitchen, right? Okay, no problem. Say hello to the radio, man. I'm not angry at all. I'm just reflecting, okay? I'm the reflector here. Call the radio station. Good morning. Hello. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Good morning, Edmund.
Yes, good morning.
How was your night?
Yes, I'm fine.
Each time you come on the radio, you're always dazzling on topical issues. Anyway, I am a Nigerian. My name is Charles from Oluyole. I'm a Nigerian. I'll keep being a Nigerian. Like you just said now, we stay here, we die here, we fix it together. Whether the kitchen is hot or is not, we must fix it. Just like we said at your last conversation last week, just like Peter Obi said, and I'll continue to reiterate it, until we fix the brain box of that car called Nigeria, whether we change the driver 20 times, once the car is not fixed, the car is going nowhere. You and I are the mechanic for this brain box. Let us fix it together. Let us fix it together. God bless Nigeria. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. And don't also get me wrong. Yes, some of us can travel. Go also showcase our skills to the rest of the world. Yes, we can. Yes, some of us can go abroad and work in their hospitals and also learn, exchange cultures. Some of our best professors can teach in Harvard. That is why its knowledge is universal. But I'm saying the kind of disappearance from the state on the basis of hopelessness is what I don't understand. Why have we become so hopeless that we feel that we cannot fix it? Go and study history of countries. Go and read the history of Britain. Before the Glorious Revolution, go and read about, they went through some of their own stages. You know, if you don't study these things, you will think it was Uhuru in this country. You know, I've been studying how the Federalist Papers, you know, after independence in 1776 in America, you know, there were about 13 colonies at the time in America. So these 13 colonies came together to push out Britain. Remember, America was also colonized by Britain. The way Britain colonized Nigeria. I hope you know. Yes, I know you know. So Britain colonized America, but there were 13 colonies at the time. These 13 colonies came together, fought what you call a war of independence against Britain. And they were able to push out Britain in 1776, July, and celebrated their independence. But that was not enough. The next question they asked themselves was, how do we unify these colonies into a great country? That was the next question. And then started the debate for a new constitution. Because what led them into independence at the time was what they call a confederacy treaty. But now, can we get a constitution in the interest of all members of the colonies? And that was what led to the writing of the Federalist Papers. You must have heard of Alexander Hamilton, James Jay. They wrote these papers. James Madison, who later became president of America after Jefferson. You could see the debate that led to the Constitution of America. Even at the end of the day, it was not a perfect document. So over time, America has modified that document to respond to changing times. That is what Buhari is resisting around here. You reform the system to respond to changing times so that you reduce the influence of conflict and take advantage of it for development. It's my time on radio, my beautiful time. All I see is the sun shining on me. All I look at are the stars that I'm going for. That is what the country should be going for. It's not about, I've made my point clear. I prefer a Nigeria to a Biafra or to an Oduduwa Republic. That is my stand. But I also understand the anger of those who want Biafra and those who want Oduduwa. They are entitled to it. The point I'm making is that let's talk about it. Let's debate it. Let's negotiate. If at the end of the day we say it is Biafra that will give us happiness, then to your tent, O Israel. But we're not debating it enough. It's not healthy. There's so much resistance, self-defense, hate. Let's talk about it. Let's write about it. Give me reason why you want an Oduduwa Republic. What will be my advantage in an Oduduwa Republic? What will I get? Will I be richer? Will there be peace? So how do we attain peace? What kind of government do you think an Oduduwa Republic will get to attain peace? What Biafra do you want? Is it the Biafra that was defined in Ahira Declaration? Can we apply the Ahira Declaration to the whole country? Because my dream is not just about Nigeria. My dream is about Africa. The colonial boundaries are artificial boundaries. We can break them. They are artificial boundaries. We can sign new agreements as Africans. Nothing is permanent. You respond to changing times. Africa can lead world peace, world technology. Hey, call the radio station. There's a message here from Tolani Abiola, hence managing this country so far. I don't think Nigeria can survive as a nation. You don't think Nigeria can survive as a nation? Good. This is coming from Kinson Joe Ahmed. He says Nigeria is sick. Sick? He needs a doctor, right? Abiodun Abdul Hakim Olainton is saying that the psychological traits that make us a man and the experience that shape his mentality over time goes a long way in his relation with others. I agree with you. He says our leaders up to now cannot successfully distinct themselves from the powerful dynamics that fundamentally design the system to benefit the designers and remunerate those that implement and carry out these designs. Powerful analysis, Abiodun Abdul Hakim here. I'll copy this later. He made solid points here. Make your point. Let me read it out. Have you made any point on my Oyo app? My Oyo app is about Oyo State. If you download the app, you join a community of Oyo State citizens and you interact with them. You report your observations. You also read about government development efforts on the app. If you go to the app, you will find Shea Makinde's section. That section tells you his programs, what he's doing, and there is a citizen section, or section rather, on the app. And you can speak with your senators on the app. You can find them. House of Assembly members, you can talk about it. You see, we also need to engage as citizens. We are not engaging enough. You see, when you don't engage leadership, the tendency that power corrupts and corrupts absolutely will be true. We're not engaging our leaders enough. We should be having discussions, talking. Sometimes go for private meetings. I do that as a journalist. I'll go for private meetings with some political leaders to also understand the way they think, why they do the things they do. I go for private meetings with governors to know what is going on. I've been wondering about this Igogo issue. Beyond what we say on radio, I wanted to know what is going on. So in that case, I will need to see somebody and have a private discussion to broaden my knowledge so that when I come here, I will be able to talk to you. And I've seen Shea Makinde privately to know what is going on. What is going on with the secular road beyond what is on the papers? Because I'm saying that the secular road is a legacy project that is capable of lifting thousands of people out of poverty if well executed. So I want to know how the governor is thinking beyond interviews. Gathering facts is the work of a man interested in development. I will sleep. I will wake up thinking, why is Africa poor? What do I do? How can I tackle it? How do I solve it? Winston Churchill was born by a woman. JF Kennedy was born by a woman. My mother gave birth to me. I can change the world. That's the way I think. I don't know how you think. I dream of myself being that super political leader that changed Africa, that created peace around the world. What do you think of yourself? You know, sometimes I dream of myself standing at the General Assembly as president, addressing the world, telling them about how Africa has taken off, how we have come to create prosperity for global citizens. I'm a dreamer, and I'm free to dream. Please dream. It's good to dream. Hello. The lines are open 08091551055 and 08056998678. You can call the radio station 07069493000. Remember, your voice matters. So when you call the radio man, give energy to your voice. Hello.
Good morning, Edmund.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, this is Akimbolu Shere.
Akimbolu Shere is here.
Yeah. let me also learn my own voice to what is happening in our country. Why we're not going to be having this kind of issue? We will continue to have agitators for self-determination. Because to me, I have never seen my country this divided before. I have never seen Nigeria divided through ethnicity, religion, and party lines. I have never seen Nigeria going down this division before. All this is due to what? To the body language of our president, as we have been saying. Our president is showing the rest of the tribes, the rest of the other countries, that the other people in the country, that it's for some people, it's not for those people. We will continue to be having this agitator because our president seems to be friends to the one terrorizing his people and to enemy to the one that are seeking, that are pleading for self-determination. We continue to have this kind of problem. If our president stops to do the way he's a father to all people, he's a father to everybody in the nation, then why we forget himself to appear that it's for some people, it's not for other people? Our president needs to change his way. Our president needs to be what he says. He's a converted Democrat. I think it's time to live up to that one. He have just 2 years left in the office. I believe he can do better than what I've been doing for the past 6 years. Thank you.
Kimbolo Shere has spoken. You know, I've also been questioning this thought. Buhari is backing Fulani. You know, people say it a lot. Yes, one thing I do as a researcher is that you say it, I don't just accept it because you said it. No, I will question it. How? What are the indicators? You know, the governor of Benue State has given some indicators, and there have been arguments that we've played on this radio. But also look at the other side. On the 2nd of January 2019, the governor of Katsina State, Edmund Obilo Masari, came out screaming, lamenting. You know, Buhari is from Katsina. So the governor of Buhari State in 2019 said, "No one, not even myself, is safe. Our state is currently under serious siege by armed robbers, kidnappers, and armed bandits who arrest rural people at the grassroots at will and demand ransom, which, if not paid, they kill their victims." Masari continues, "It is getting out of hand that we should not fold our arms." He says the people of Katsina in the 34 local government area now sleep with one eye closed and the other opened. Our state is in a dangerous situation. That's Buhari State. And that was in 2019. In 2021, on the 25th of June 2021, Edmund Obilo Masari, speaking at the Katsina Police Headquarters, where he inaugurated the Katsina Joint Security Operations and Communication Control Center, says, "Security is our responsibility. Why are we surrendering our responsibility to some people?" he asked. "I can't see how more committed a police or military officer can be than any of you. Why should I sit in my village and be only making telephone calls without doing anything?" Masari asked. Masari continues, "Every bandit, every criminal has an address, has a location, and they are human beings like us. The governor is not done. He says the only difference is that they have taken arms against us. Does it mean we have nothing to take against them? Do we mean we should vacate all our villages all our farms, all our houses, and surrender them to bandits and wait for police officer Emeka to come all the way from Enugu to come and protect Katsina and rescue me? This is ridiculous. Why? The governor asked again. Buhari State is under fire. That's the point. Buhari is a Fulani man, and Fulanis are being killed in Katsina by bandits. Then that asks me, is Buhari sponsoring bandits to kill Fulani in his state? I'm now interrogating that assumption that Buhari is supporting Fulani. I'm not saying you are wrong. I'm also looking at the other side so that I can properly explain it. Zamfara state is another core state of the north. You have Fulanis and Hausas. Bandits have killed large number of people in Zamfara. In fact, I'm tired of reading about Zamfara, that I don't even want to talk about these issues anymore. Is Buhari sponsoring the same bandits to kill people in Zamfara? When Fulani bandits killed in Benue, it is Buhari. When they kill in Zamfara, who is responsible? So, I'm now saying, I'm coming out with a conclusion to save myself from the complications of the moment. Yes, that's what you call body language. You might not be wrong about Buhari's body language, but I'm also looking at what is Buhari language in all situations, so that I can then say when it comes to Fulani, he's different. What is Buhari language when it comes to poverty? Is it different from his language when it comes from tackling Fulani herdsmen? All right, I have raised so many issues. Engage the radio man. The lines are open. Remember, it's your show. Good morning. Hello. All right, but soon we can take that call.
Hello, Flashes.
Now, I have a message here. It's on my Oyo app. It's a message from Hassan from Oketunu. He says, in Oketunu area of Mokola, I think we need water over there. More especially Sotomi Street. We are suffering over water. Please, if any help can come from this platform to take this message to Mr. Governor Seun Makinde, I will appreciate it. Yes, Hassan, remember, by coming on this platform at all, your message gains visibility. And we have seen your message. It's your platform. That is why it's my Oyo. So go there, make your point. My Oyo app, download it, and join the discussion. I have another message here on my Oyo app. It's coming from Joshua Enahuru. Unemployed non-teaching. And this message is addressed to the governor of Oyo State, Seun Makinde. It's titled Letter of Commendation. We would like to use this medium to appreciate you for your vision, determination, persistence, and diligence in ensuring that Oyo State is positively revamped for the betterment of the populace. That's the first paragraph of the letter. You can go on the app and read more. I saw a letter on the app during the week talking about COVID-19. Yes. Open letter to the governor of Oyo State on COVID-19 protocol. It's coming from Cure My Nation on Oyo app. It reads, we are obliged to address you openly since access to you personally may be barred by your routine security protocol. In the wake of a new COVID-19 variant, Delta variant, our state seems to be sleeping while danger continues to loom. The writer says, "We wish to bring to your notice the impending danger hovering over us if government discontinued sensitization and awareness on COVID-19. You'll find that letter on my or your app. What's government up to? Let's look at the government section of the app. Yes, on the government section of the app, you'll find a report that says Ibadan flood control will remain committed to World Bank-backed project Makinde Speaks. Your government identifies 477 Islamic centers for BESDA training. You want to read that story? Go on my or your app. Yes, I'll come back to the app. Let's go on Instagram. Let's go on Instagram and see what you're saying on Instagram. Are you on Instagram? Search for the Radio Man at E. Obilo. Yes, Hakeem Olalikon is on Instagram. He says, Obilo, I learned that all reservation centers are jam-packed with COVID patients. Delta variant is hitting hard, and our people don't care any longer. Why government of Oyo State awareness is low? That's Hakeem Olalikon on Instagram. So Hakeem is calling on the Sheyi Makinde government to expedite action in the interest of the people. So you can meet me on Instagram at EOBilo. You can meet me on LinkedIn. Search for Edmund Obilo. I have 2 pages on Facebook. You can watch our program on Splash FM fan page. I have shared it on all my pages, so you can join the conversation from any part of the world. So, Bosun, let's take some calls. Bosun is here now. Desmond has bowed out. So, Bosun has taken over. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Nice talking to you, first time caller.
I'm happy to hear your voice.
I'm happy to talk to you, and good morning to everyone listening from Nigeria, from all over the world. You see, sir, everything about this so-called play, sorry, I'm including Yoruba into my speech. When Lugard, I refuse to call him Lord, I don't see him as a Lord anyway. Lugard and his mistress, when they named us, he gave us Nigeria. But the word Nigeria came from an insult. You know, it is, I'm sorry to use this word on public, it is mega area, I'm sorry to say. Now, how can you be proud to be called a mega area? First of all, now the country is not even good. It has been deteriorating since the 60s, 70s. As we are growing older, it is getting bad and bad and bad. You see, the word alone is an insult. Now, the reason why people want to go, Biafra wants to go, Oduduwa wants to go, I support Oduduwa going. There is no hope. Let's face the fact. You know, we're just swimming against a giant ocean tide. There is no hope. This thing cannot, and this so-called man is more affiliated to Niger Republic than Nigeria. So he does not care what happens in Katsina State. He wants all his locusts to come and swarm the place fully, then he will be happy. The Katsina State is nothing to him. It is just another place like Ogun State, Imo State. He wants his people. He went as far as Egypt and all over the place to call them in. There is no hope in this country. We wish there is hope, but there is no hope. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, he started by saying nigger area. You know, over time, words also change their meanings. You know, words are not constant. Meanings of words are not constant. The meaning of a word about 100 years ago might be different now. That is why I said the English language is the most inconsistent language. You pronounce this way. When you see a similar word, it now sounds in a different way. And meanings also change. That's the power of language anyway. But it has moved from nigger area, according to him, to Nigeria. So it has changed its form. Is it about the name? Okay. Nkrumah and co changed Ghana from Gold Coast to Ghana. How far? You know, Burkina Faso used to be called Upper Volta. So it is now Burkina Faso. How far now? How well? What has changed? Is it about the name? Call me Stone and I can be rich. You can be called Carpenter and yet you will be a billionaire. Is it about the name? What's in a name? Okay, they call you Ade, yet you are poor. How far? I'm asking, is it about the name? Okay, he says Buhari loves Niger more than Katsina, so he cares more about what happens in Niger. How? Is Niger better than Katsina? Have you gone to Niger? Have you seen what Boko Haram is doing in Niger? Have you seen what's going on in Chad? Have you gone to Central African Republic? Have you seen Mali? Have you checked the Horn of Africa? That most of African countries have the same character. Is it because Buhari, and by the way, is Buhari not a Nigerian? Why? I hear this argument, his relations are in Benin, and so what? But you give birth to, you have Nigerians that are American citizens, and you like it. If you even want to take your children to Canada, so they will become Canadians, right? You are happy. But when you hear that somebody is coming from Guinea to Nigeria, you are angry. You don't want him to gain Nigerian citizenship. Are those the issues? Sometimes I'll be asking these Fulani people that are saying they are coming from abroad, that are occupying forest. I'm asking, what will I do with them? Because it seems to be the reality now. They are occupying. How? How did they even come to occupying the forest? What is chasing them? Is it just because they are Fulani or because the kind of life they live? So what can we do? You can remember at a point in time, Italians were leaving their countries. They were all flooding to the United States. So did America drive all of them out? And they were involved in crime. They were involved in crime in the cities. You've heard of mafias, Italian mafias. They moved into America. They were involved in big crimes. The way you have these bandits. How did America solve the problem? These problems will always come. And you have Nigerians too, who are now 419 kickpins. They're also bandits in their own rights. How do we solve the problem? These are global issues. Can we move beyond these sentiments? That's the point I'm saying. If they are coming from Mali, Guinea, and occupying our forest, what is happening in Guinea? Why are they running away from Guinea? Is there poverty in Guinea? Is there war in Guinea? Is there war in Burkina Faso that is chasing them? If we stop the war in Burkina Faso, will they still run? These issues have an international dimension. I'm here to raise problems, and you can help me solve them. That's what this edition is about. I will raise a lot of questions. Help me solve them. So you call. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Radio Man.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Godwin. Do you know why the problem will not be solved easy like that? Because there is a say that another man problem is another man gain. There are people in this country who is making billions through this Nigerian problem. So if these people can tell themselves the truth and help and to solve the problem will solve. If you ask who are the people that are making the trouble, you see the Nigerians. You see the people that the voicing that is shouting, that say you see the people, you see the origin, the engineer of those problems, kidnapping. So what is happening to us is among us. It is not far from us. It is among us. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, if it's our children that are kidnapping, why? Why? Because if you go to the streets of the Niger Delta, you have boys with arms, AK-47. We are not talking about them anymore. We are all invested on the Fulani question. Fine. It's part of the issues. Do you know you still have armed robbers on the southeast with machines, but you call everybody IPOB? You know, we don't distinguish them. And what you have is gradual insurrections coming up. You know, I was asking somebody, from the way Nnamdi Kanu speaks, you know, I have listened to him over time. His argument, will Nnamdi Kanu be a great Biafran leader if he has the chance to lead Biafra? Will he be a great Biafran leader from his antecedent, from what you know? Have you examined his speeches, the lines he uses? Will he be democratic or will he be dictatorial? You need to make those analyses beyond your anger. Or why does he speak this way? Why is Nnamdi Kanu this angry? Because he's full of anger. Is Igboho a moral leader? If Igboho had the opportunity to lead, what will Oduduwa nation be? Are you raising those questions? Or you want Oduduwa nation first, then we'll now raise the question, then we'll go to war to solve that question? Or you think Yorubas can't fight Yoruba? Is it now because it's Fulani? You can see villages still fight wars, villages. Umuleri and Aguleri. They killed themselves. They are Igbo, so. Umuleri and Aguleri, the numbers that were killed, Ife, Modakeke. So sometimes, by the time you now move into that little part, those issues will come up again. Even don't you see what happened in families when they fight and kill themselves over land? So conflict never ends. That's the point. But again, engage the station. Engage the issues. The lines are open. Speak.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Lucky Rabo calling from Ibadan.
Lucky Rabo, are you the defense minister?
No. I am just an ordinary Nigerian.
Good, because the defense minister is Lucky Irabo.
Yeah, but I am not. I am a lay person.
Good,
just an ordinary citizen. You should remember me on your program 2014-15 before President Muhammadu Buhari emerged. There is a lot of things that I and Barrister Ejuruka said about President Muhammadu Buhari that has come to pass over and over and over again. So that brings me to your question of, is it about Fulani? There is no doubt that every country all over the world has criminal elements. But the way we are having our own image there calls to question the issue of President Muhammadu Buhari and the Fulani. You cannot come to my land and you start to kill me, kill my people, rape my people, take over my land, and you expect me to fold my hand and be looking at you? It's not done. That is why Fulani is having problem. Of all the ethnic groups in Nigeria, we have over 300 and something ethnic groups in Nigeria. Name one ethnic group apart from the Fulani that is killing other ethnic groups massively as the Fulani is killing. Fulani kills Igbo, Fulani kills Hausa, Fulani kills Yoruba, Fulani kills other ethnic groups, take over their land, destroy their property. And unfortunately, since President Muhammadu Buhari emerged as the president of this country, they have government backing. They kill our soldiers, kill our law enforcement agents, and this president is giving them amnesty. He's giving them amnesty. That is what we are talking about. That is why Fulani is the major problem that we are talking about under this government. You should understand it. So it is all about Fulani in this government led by President Muhammadu Buhari. Fulani heads all the law enforcement agency in Nigeria. Look at the Igogo issue. You have treated the Igogo issue. Look at Iskilu Wakilu. Government could not arrest. Law enforcement agent could not arrest. OPC arrested him, and the OPC were kept in detention for over 3 months. What other ethnic group in Nigeria enjoys such benefit? How many people did Sunday Igboho kill that this federal government is running after him? Just look at it so you should understand it when you are making a defense for Fulani. Don't make defense for them. It is clear what the Fulani is doing in Nigeria. So please, this president is not the president of Nigeria. He's president of Fulani. So it should be clearly understood. He's working for Fulani and Fulanis alone.
All right.
Looking for land to give to the Fulani. Looking for things to give to the Fulani. What about other ethnic group? What has this government said they are going to do for any other ethnic group other than to take the land belonging to other ethnic group and give to Fulani? And when Fulani commit crimes, they are not prosecuted. They are rather given amnesty.
Okay.
Giving money.
You have made your point.
So please, thank you.
Thank you. As if it's only Fulani that gets amnesty. Niger Delta boys were not given amnesty, right? It's only Fulani that gets amnesty, not Niger Delta boys. Amnesty. America is negotiating with Taliban. Is it about what you think, about reality? How many Boko Haram boys will you put in prison? We are talking about thousands of them. Will your prison contain them? Can you feed them in the prison? Oh, you want to execute them. There are rules of engagement. Tame your anger. Tame it. Too much anger destroys the peace of a nation. Tame your anger. I'm not saying there is no Fulani question. That's not the point I'm making. Have you researched the Mambila Plateau? You know, in this engagement, sometimes it sounds as if Fulanis are also being killed. You know, in this engagement, it sounds as if it's only Fulani that is killing. In southern Kaduna, remember, the indigenous are also fighting back. They are killing Fulanis too. In the Mambila Plateau, there was a study I did. Fulanis were massacred in the Mambila Plateau. You think in Benue, Fulanis are not being killed? Tame your anger. Now let's look at this. I want to make this argument here. I'm not supporting Fulani criminal. A criminal is a criminal and they should be dealt with. But can the state, does Nigeria have the capacity to deal with them? You know, sometimes you just, we feel Nigeria is too powerful. Oh, Buhari cannot arrest them. How many IPOP boys can Buhari arrest? The IPOP guys with the gun. They have the gun that can match the state security apparatus to some point. So the only way the state can defeat them is, when you're moving the machines. That means you want to destroy the community. That's why sometimes it's very hard for the army to fight this battle. Because if you move in with all the arsenals you have, you will destroy the whole community. You will destroy innocent people. So you need to apply that counter-terrorism measure, which is not easy. Because in this case, you are moving your gun, having your gun looking for them. And they are looking for you too. And by the way, these people who want them to kill, are they not Nigerians? Because I was estimating how many... You just have about 5,000 persons coming out from the bush as members of Boko Haram, saying they are tired of fighting. And you just want me as president to kill them? I won't. Why did they start the fight in the first place? We must answer those questions. How many people will you kill? If Buhari must not touch Sunday Igboho, there are so many Fulanis that should not be touched too. Yes, the lines are open.